Hello students, today we will discuss linear equation in one variable. After completing of the video, the students will be able to understand meaning of algebraic expression, differentiate between algebraic expression and algebraic equation, define linear equation in one variable, understand meaning of solution of equation, and find solution of linear equations through different approaches. So let us first discuss algebraic expression. So algebraic expression is an expression which contains variables with powers, exponents, coefficients, constants and operations. For example, 5x square minus 3. This is an algebraic expression in which x is the variable, power is 2, or we can say exponent is 2, 5 is the coefficient of x square, 3 is the constant and minus is the operation. Other examples can be 7y square minus 3y plus 4. This is an algebraic expression. 9z minus 8 is an algebraic expression. Or if it is only constant, then also it is a algebraic expression. For example, 10. Now let us discuss algebraic equation. An equation is defined as a mathematical statement with two expressions set equal to one another. So it is a statement which equates two mathematical expressions. For example, 5x minus 3 is equals to 2x plus 6. The identification of equation is the sign of equality. So you can see the equal sign is there between two expressions. So this as a whole is considered as algebraic equation. As we have equal sides, so equal sign, there are two sides on each side of equal sign. The expression on left hand side, that is 5x minus 3, is written as LHS, and 2x plus 6 is the expression on right hand side, which is abbreviated as RHS. Now, what is solution of an equation? Solution of an equation is that value of variable which, when put into the equation, makes RHS equal to LHS, or we can say that value of variable which balances the equation. For example, if we have an equation 5x minus 3 equals 2x plus 6. So if we substitute x equals to 3 here, then on the left hand side it is 5 multiplied by 3, which gives me 15. 15 minus 3 gives us 12. And on right hand side, 2 multiplied by 3 gives 6, and 6 plus 6 gives 12. So when we put x equal to 3, the left hand side is equal to right hand side. Hence 3 is called root or solution of the equation. So it is that value of x for which left hand side becomes equal to right hand side. But if we put 1 in place of x, then the left hand side is 5 into 1, 5 minus 3 gives us 2. However, if we put 1 on the right hand side in place of x, we get 2 into 1, 2 plus 6 equals 8. So as we can see that left hand side is not equal to right hand side when we put x equal to 1. Hence x equal to 1 is not the root, or we can say it is not the solution of the above equation. Now let us understand what is linear equation in one variable. So when equation has following two conditions, then it is a linear equation in one variable. As the name suggests, one variable, so the equation must have only one variable. And by linear, it means the maximum power of the variable present must be 1. If it is more than 1, then it will not be termed as linear. So linear means power of the variable is 1. The maximum power of the variable should be 1. So there should be one variable and the power of that variable should be 1. For example, 9x minus 7 equals to 4. Here there is only one variable, that is x, and the power of x is 1. Hence it is a linear equation in one variable. Whereas 5x square minus 3 equals 4x minus 9 is an equation, but it is not a linear equation because here the degree or the power of x is 2. Hence it is not a linear equation in one variable. Similarly, 9x minus 3 equals 5y plus 2. Here the variable x and y have power 1, but there are two variables, one is x and one is y. So it is also not a linear equation in one variable. It is a linear equation, but it is not in one variable. However, this equation is not a linear equation, but it is in one variable. So overall they cannot be termed as linear equation in one variable. Now let us discuss how to solve linear equation in one variable, that is how to find solution of linear equation in one variable. You have to follow certain steps, that is keep terms containing variable on one side of the equation and constants on the other side of equation. That means you have to separate variables and constants on each side of the equation. Now reduce the terms by solving them and isolate the variable by transposing or transferring its coefficient to the other side. So whenever we are transposing, then following changes occur. Plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, multiply is changed to divide, and divide is changed to multiply, and fraction is taken as reciprocal. So whenever we are changing, whenever we are transferring one term to the other side, then the following changes occur. So there is a interchange of sign of plus and minus. Plus becomes minus and minus becomes plus. Similarly, multiply becomes divide and divide becomes multiply. So but if there is a fraction, then it will be taken as reciprocal when transposed to the other side, when transferred to the other side. Now let us solving a linear equation in one variable. For example, we have a simple linear equation like this: 3x minus 6 is equals to x plus 2. Here as a first step we should separate the variables and keep it on one side of the equation, and the constants and keep them as to the other side of the equation. So bringing this x, which is on the right hand side, to the left hand side, so here it is plus x. When this x comes here, so it will be minus x, and when this minus 6 comes to the right hand side, it will be plus 6. So there is a change of sign, as you can see. Plus x becomes minus x and minus 6 becomes plus 6. So we have to solve the terms. Now 3x minus x gives you 2x, and 6 plus 2 gives you 8. Now you have to transfer this 2 to the other side, and here 2 is multiplied by x. When transferred to the other side, it will be changed to division. So 8 divided by 2 gives you 4. As you can see that x is equal to 4 is a solution. You can also confirm it by putting back into the equation. If you want to check your solution, what you can do is you can put x equal to 4 in left hand side and then put x equal to 4 in right hand side and check whether left hand side is equal to right hand side or not. For example, if you put x equal to 4 here, so 3 into 4 is 12. 12 minus 6 gives us 6. So when we put x equal to 4, the left hand side, on left hand side we have 6. Similarly, if you put x equal to 4 on right hand side, what you have is 4 plus 2, that is 6. So right hand side is 6 when x is equal to 4. As we can say that left hand side is equal to right hand side, hence x is equal to 4 is the solution of above equation. So this is how we check our solution. Now let us discuss different approaches while solving the linear equation. There is no single approach as to how to solve a linear equation, but different approaches can be understood so that it becomes easier for the similar questions to be solved. For example, if we want to solve this question, 5x plus 7 by 2 equals 3x by 2 minus 14. Here we can see that 2 is present in the denominator. So as we have 2 on both the sides, the LCM is 2. So why we are taking the LCM? Because we have to remove the fraction. So we multiply both sides of the equation by 2. So as there is an equal sign, the equation must balance itself. So if you are multiplying 2 by left hand side, the right hand side will also have to be multiplied by 2 in order to make the equation balanced. So if we multiply or divide by the same number to both sides of the equation remains balanced. So we multiply by 2 on both the sides and then use distributive property. That means 2 is first multiplied by 5x and then 2 is multiplied by 7 by 2. Similarly, on the right hand side also there is distributive property, that is 2 is multiplied by 3x by 2 and then 2 is multiplied by 14, and the sign of minus remains as such. So 2 multiplied by 5x gives you 10x and 2 multiplied by 7 by 2 gives you 7. Similarly, 2 multiplied by 3x by 2 gives you 3x and 2 multiplied by 14 gives you 28. Now what you have to do is you have to separate variables and constants. So you will bring this 3x on left hand side. So 3x is positive. When transposed to left hand side, it will become negative. And this 7 on left hand side will be transposed to right hand side. So plus 7 when goes towards right hand side, it will become negative. So this is how it will be written. So 10x minus 3x is equals minus 28 minus 7. Here 28 has coefficient as minus, so it will remain same because 28 has not changed any side. So we have 7x equals minus 35, and now this coefficient of x, that is 7, will be transposed to the other side. This is in multiplication, so it will become in division. So this is how we isolate the variable. So we have to keep x alone. So minus 35 divided by 7 gives you minus 5, which is the solution of the equation. Let us see one more example. In order to solve 2 upon 3x plus 1 equals 7x by 15 plus 3, we observe that we have 3 in denominator and 15 in denominator. In order to remove the fraction, we should take LCM of 3 and 15, which is 15. So if we multiply by 15 on both sides of the equation, the fraction will be removed. So now we multiply both sides of the equation by 15, and by multiplying by the same number, the equation remains balanced. So 15 multiplied, we put on brackets so that it is clearly shown that the whole of the left hand side and whole of the right hand side are multiplied by the same number 15. Now again using distributive property, that is 15 multiplied by 2 by 3x. So 3 cancels 15, 3 divides 15, you get 5, 5 into 2 gives you 10x. Now 15 into 1 gives you 15. Here 15 multiplied by 7x by 15, 15 divides 15, so we are left with 7x, and here plus signs remains as such, and 15 multiplied by 3 gives us 45. So this is according to the distributive property a multiplied by b plus c. Here a will be multiplied by b first, the plus sign remains as such, and a will be multiplied by c later. So ab plus ac. Now again the same step, we have to separate the variables. You have to bring 7x to the left hand side and 15 to the right hand side, and there will be a change of sign. Plus 7x becomes minus 7x and plus 15 becomes minus 15. So we have 3x equals to 30. Again we have to isolate the variable, so 3 will be transposed to right hand side, so x will be equals 30 by 3, hence x is equal to 10 is the solution of equation. Let us discuss some other ways of solving or simplifying of solving the equation, that is simplifying on one side. So it is not necessary that you have to apply single approach on solving each and every question. You can apply different approaches. So here we are solving only one side of the equation. So solving left hand side by LCM. So taking LCM of 2, 4 and 6, which is 12. So we have 6n minus 9n plus 10n. This is we have learnt in rational numbers how to take LCM and solve. So as 12 is the LCM, it requires 2 requires 6 to becomes 12, so the numerator is multiplied by 6. Similarly 4 requires 3, hence the numerator is multiplied by 3, and 6 requires 2, so the numerator is multiplied by 5. So solving 6n minus 9n plus 10n, we have 7n by 12 equals 21. So as we have discussed earlier, whenever there is a fraction as a coefficient and when it is transposed to the other side, it will be taken as reciprocal. So in order to isolate the variable n, this 7 by 12 will be transposed to right hand side. So 21 will be multiplied by 12 upon 7. So we have to take reciprocal of 7 upon 12, that is 12 upon 7. Now 21 is divisible by 7. So 7 divides 21 gives us 3, and n will be equal to 3 into 12, which is 36. So 36 is our solution. Continuing with another approach, that is separate LCM on both sides. So here we need not separate variables and constants. First we separate variables and constants and then take LCMs on each side individually. So we need not take LCM directly, so we can try a different approach, that first bringing all x on one side, all constants on one side, and then taking the LCM on each side. So on left hand side we have LCM 6 and on right hand side we have LCM 20. So solving this, we have 3x minus 2x upon 6, and solving this we have 5 plus 4 upon 20. So we get x upon 6 equals 9 upon 20. Here we have to isolate the variable. So this 6 which is present in division will be transposed to right hand side, and the division will become multiplication. So 9 into 6 upon 20 gives us 54 upon 20, which can be divided by 2 and simplified as 27 upon 10, or you can write x as 2.7, or the solution is 2.7. You can leave the answer as 27 upon 10 also. Now we will discuss cross multiply approach. Here we can see that it is not easy to separate the variables and constant. So as there is single denominator, so we will cross multiply 3 and 5. So here this 5 will be, which is present in denominator or which is dividing on right hand side, when transposed to left hand side it will become multiplication. So 5 will be multiplied by x minus 5. Similarly 3, which is present in division, when moved towards right hand side will be in multiplication. So 3 multiplied by x minus 3. Again using distributive property, we will multiply x with 5 and 5 with 5. Similarly x will be multiplied by 3 and this 3 will also be multiplied by 3. So 5x minus 25 is equal to 3x minus 9. As there is no denominator, now separate the variables and constants. So bring this 3x on the left hand side and minus 25 will be sent to right hand side. So 5x minus 3x is equals to minus 9 plus 25. So this is negative 25. When it is transposed to right hand side it will become positive 25. Now we solve the terms. 2x is equals to 16. Again we have to isolate x. So in order to isolate x we have to send 2 to the right hand side, which will be in division. So 16 divides by 2 gives us 8, which is the solution of equation.